Hi everyone, welcome back to the Cantor Coach. I'm Emily Huber, and today we are going to talk about 7 things not to do when we're cantoring. Let's get started. The first thing that we never want to do as cantors is show up without practicing. Practice is going to help us not only sound our best on Sunday, but it'll help us to make sure that we're not nervous. The more we practice, the more we know something, the better we perform. So if you show up a little bit more unrehearsed to a mass or to a performance, the more likely it is that you're going to probably be nervous. So always practice, never show up unrehearsed. The second thing we never want to do as cantors is start our responses or our pieces too high or too low. And now, what do I mean by this? So our congregation can usually sing in between 1 octave. It's usually in the range of our speaking voice. And so if we start a piece too high, even though we might be able to sing it, the congregation most likely will not. Same thing if we start it too low. If we start it too low, people may or may not be able to hit those notes and join in and sing along with us. So the thing to never do is start our pieces too high or too low. The third thing we never want to do as cantors is stay up too late the night before we're supposed to sing. Now, I'm all for fun, having a great time on the weekends, but we want to make sure that we're not out too late the night before and we get enough sleep before we sing. This not only gives us a rested voice, but it also helps us to be focused and sound our best and perform our best. We don't want our voices to be groggy. We don't want to be sounding tired, and so it's really good to show up as your best on Sunday, and to do that you should get a good night's sleep the night before. The fourth thing that we never want to do as cantors is show up late. So our music director or our choir director gives us clear instruction on when we should be there and what time we should be there. And usually the reason for that is because they either want to run through some pieces beforehand, or it gives you even a little bit more time to mentally, physically, and emotionally prepare to sing. And so I highly recommend getting there on time, or the time that our music director tells us to be there. Showing up on time is also a really professional way to conduct ourselves, and whenever we're participating in a group like a choir or singing for Mass, we want to just make sure that we're showing up on time and never late. The fifth thing that we never want to do as cantors, and this is something that I've struggled with myself in the past, is talk during Mass. So as much as we want to catch up with our friends that we haven't seen in a few days, or our friends we haven't seen in a whole week, during Mass is not the time to have those conversations. So we really want to be mindful of the professionalism that we're conducting ourselves with, and the Mass that's going on, and being very reverent. And so it's best not to talk during Mass. The sixth thing that we don't want to do as cantors is dress inappropriately. Modesty is always best. This goes for both guys and gals, and we want to make sure that our shoulders are covered. We're not wearing anything that is too short, like with our shorts in the summertime. We don't want to be too casual, because sometimes we'll actually be getting up on the altar and singing in front of the entire congregation. So just be mindful that we look professional and we don't dress inappropriately. And finally, the seventh thing we want to avoid and not do as cantors is make it all about me. Make it all about us. We are there to serve, and we are there to pray and lead the congregation in prayer. And so the last thing that we want to do is make it all about us. This is for a couple of reasons. Of course, like I said, we want to lead the congregation in prayer, but it also, if we start making this all about me and all about what I want to do, then it also can actually make us more nervous, because we're not depending on God, and we're not depending on the grace to be able to perform and serve. So, seventh thing is just make it about Jesus, about God, and not about us. Thank you guys so much for watching. All 7 of these things are things that I've done personally, and I think hopefully they will be of value to you to learn from my own mistakes. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and I will look forward to seeing you all next week. God bless you.